Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Karuna Devi, the teacher of Gokhale Education Society's JDC Bitco English Medium High School from Nasik Road. In this lockdown period, I am posting the videos of 8th standard maths for State Board's English Medium students. In our last video, I have started our second unit, that is parallel lines and transversal. In that, we were learned about the parallel lines, transversals, various type of the angles like the corresponding angles, interior angles and the alternate angles. And at last of that, we were finished our practice set number 2.1. So now, let's start the video for practice set number 2.2. In that, let's learn some properties of angles. Let's start with the first property of the corresponding angles. This is the one of the figure where the line PQ and line RS are the two parallel lines and AB is the transversal. This is the property of corresponding angle. Each pair of corresponding angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is congruent angles. Congruent, it means similar. There are four pairs of the corresponding angles. So all these pairs of the angles are congruent to each other. So this is the symbol of congruent. So we have to write this pair AMP, angle AMP congruent with the angle MNR. These are the four pairs of the corresponding angles. See here now, suppose this is the angle AMQ which is congruent to the angle MNR. See here now, both are having same measurement. If we think about the angle AMQ, see this one, it is congruent with the angle MNS. See, this one is a fourth pair of the corresponding angle, that is QMN is congruent with the angle SNB. So congruent, it means equal or the similar measurement of the angles. Our first property is corresponding angles are congruent. Towards our second property, which is related to the alternate angles. Again, same type of the figure we have to observe here, that is PQ and RS are the two parallel lines and AT is the transversal. See the property now. Each pair of alternate angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is congruent angles. As we know that alternate angles are having two types, interior alternate angles and exterior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle, that is PMN, is congruent with the angle MNS and angle QMN is congruent with the angle MNR. The another is exterior alternate angle, that is QAMP is congruent with the angle SNB and AMQ is congruent with the RNB. So like that way alternate angles are congruent. So this also you have to write in your classwork notebook. So your second property is alternate angles are also the congruent angles. See the third and the last property of the angles, which is related to the interior angles. Now this is the little bit different property. See here, each pair of the interior angles formed by two parallel lines and their transversal is of supplementary angles. Before going ahead, you should aware with the concept of supplementary angle. Look at here now. Supplementary angles, it means the group of the angles or the two angles whose addition is comes, that is 180 degree. Then they are called as a supplementary angles. If the angles addition comes 90 degree, then it is called as a complementary angles. And if the addition of two or more angles is came 180 degree, then it is called supplementary. So here the addition of two interior angles is 180 degree. So they are called as a supplementary angles. Third property is interior angles are supplementary. So PMN plus angle MNR. These are the two interior angles. If we will join them, then we get the semicircle. So this semicircle, the measurement of the semicircle is 180 degree. Again another pair is angle QMN plus angle MNS, the another pair of the interior angle. If we will join them again, we get the semicircle. The measurement of semicircle is 180 degree. Let's start with our first question. Choose the correct alternatives. The two questions are given. Let's see the first one. In the adjoining figure, if line M is parallel, this is the symbol of parallel. If a line M is parallel with the line N and line P is the transversal, then find the X. We have to find the value of X. M and N are parallel lines and P is the transversal. So they have given the options: A 135 degree, B is 90 degree, C is 45 degree and D is 40 degree. Let's find the value of X. Now students, observe it carefully. These two angles are the examples of interior angles. As we know the property of the interior angles, that is interior angles are supplementary. So 3x plus x is equal to 180 degree. Here we can write it, that is interior angles are supplementary. So 3x plus here x is not having any number, so it means single x. 3 plus 1, 4x is equal to 180 degree. Now this 4 is multiplying to the x, which we have to send to the opposite side. X is equal to 180 degree divided by 4. Again there is another way is given, that is 4 is multiplying here, so we have to divide at both sides. That is the second method. 4x divided by 4 is equal to 180 degree divided by 4. In the same way also you can do. Here we have to cut the 4. Again we will get this position. So now 4 ones are 4, 4 fours are 16. If we will minus the 16 from 18, then the remainder will be 2. The next number is 0. Then number will become 20. So 4 5s are 20. Here x is equal to 45 degree, which is like that way you have to solve the sum and write the correct option below that. In the same way, the second question is given here. Again same figure is given. Here A and B are the two parallel lines and line L is the transversal, and again we have to find the value of x, where again 4 options are given. Now see here 4x is given here and another measurement is given here. So students, this is the 2x and this is the opposite angle of this one, so it is also the 2x. Opposite angles are congruent to each other. Now this 4x and 2x are the interior angles, just like this previous one only. So we have to add them. 4x plus 2x is equal to 180 degree. 4 plus 2, 6x is equal to 180 degree. 6 and x is multiplying symbol in between them. So 6 we have to divide at both sides. 6x divided by 6 is equal to 180 divided by 6. This 6 will be cancelled. Now 6 ones are 6. 6 threes are 18. 600. X is equal to 30 degree. So our option D is right for the second question, which we have to solve systematically in your classwork notebook. Let's start our second question. The question is given along with the figure. Here the two lines, line P and line Q, are the two parallel lines are given, and this line T and line S are the two transversal are given here. And here they have given us some measurement. This angle's measurement is 40 degree. This one is 70 degree, and we have to find the value of x and y. Let's see the answer. Before solving the sum, we have to assume some angles with the alphabet. Here I have assumed this angle with the alphabet A, and this one is with the B. Now let's see the solution. Before going to write the answer, we have to write down, that is, consider the angle A and B as shown in the figure. Then line P and Q are the parallel line, and line T is the transversal. So first we will look about this section only. We will ignore this section for few minutes. Now this angle which is of 40 degree and this one angle A is the pair of corresponding angle. As we know that corresponding angles are congruent to each other. So if this one is 40, then this is also A is also 40. So measurement angle A is equal to 40 degree. Reason we will give here, that is corresponding angles. Now students, measurement angle X plus measurement angle A is equal to 180 degree. How it will possible? Because this is the pair of the angles of linear pair. So measurement angle X plus measurement angle A is equal to 180 degree. Now the X we don't know X. So 40 is addition here. We will send it to the opposite side and we will make it minus. So measurement angle X is equal to 180 minus 40. The measurement angle X is 40 degrees. So this is our X we got from this figure. Now we have to move towards the Y. Now we will not look towards this transversal. We will look towards the transversal S. So again, if this is the 70 degree, then B is also 70 degree because they are the opposite angles. So we will write it like this way: measurement angle B is equal to 70 degree, and reason is vertically opposite angles. Now we will look towards the line P and Q are the parallel lines and S is their transversal. Now see carefully. If we got this B is 70, then can you tell me the relation between the angle Y and angle B? Yes, they are the pair of the interior angles, and as we know the property of interior angles, they are supplementary. So measurement angle Y plus measurement angle B is equal to 180 degree. Measurement angle Y plus measurement angle B is equal to 180 degree, and reason is interior angles. We don't know the Y, we will write it as it is. Measurement angle B is 70 degree is equal to 180 degree. This 70 is adding here, we will subtracting it from opposite side. So measurement angle Y is equal to 180 minus 70 degree. Measurement angle Y is equal to 110 degree. So our actual answer is measurement angle. These two values we are getting from the solution, that is value of X and Y. So we will write it again. Answer, measurement angle X is equal to 140 and measurement angle Y is equal to 110. This is question number 3 is for your self study. So complete in your classwork notebook. Let's start with our question number 4, which is little bit different way. Here in the figure, line A and line B are the two parallel lines are given, and the transversal line is this one, which is line L, and we have to find the value of X, Y and Z. These three angles value we have to find out, and only one measurement is given, that is 105 degree of this angle. Now let's see the answer. Look at here. If this one is angle of 105 degree, then the relation between this angle and X is the corresponding angles. As we know that corresponding angles are congruent, so this is a 105, so X is also 105. If X is 105, then Y is also 105 because they are opposite angles. Now from that we can able to calculate the Z. Z and Y both are the linear pair of angles, and the total of linear pair of angles are 180 degree, and from that we can able to calculate the Z. See here now, we have to write at first line A and parallel with the line B, and the L is the transversal. Measurement angle X is equal to 105 degree. Reason is corresponding angles. Now Y is congruent with the angle X, as we know that they are vertically opposite angles. Therefore measurement angle Y is equal to 105 degree. So here we get the Y, and already we know the X. Now see about the Z. Measurement angle Z plus this Y, which is of 150 degree, is equal to 180 degree angles in a linear pair. Now students, the question may come in your mind, that is how it will be calculated. If this Y is 105 degree, then the Y and this one angle is the pair of corresponding angle. So if it is 105, then this one is also 105, and Z and this angle is the linear pair of angles. That's why we have made it like this way. Z, measurement angle Z plus 105 is equal to 180 degree, and reason is angles in a linear pair. Now this 105 is adding here, we will subtract it to the opposite side. Measurement angle Z is equal to 180 minus 105 degree. Measurement angle Z is equal to 75 degree. Write the answer again. Measurement angle X is equal to 105 degree. Measurement angle Y is equal to 105 degree. And measurement angle Z is equal to 75 degree. If you want, you can take the screenshot and solve the sum in your classwork notebook. Students, let's move towards our fifth and the last but the important sum. Here we have to find the value of X. Now observe this X very carefully, which is a combination of these two angles. Did you got it? This total is our angle X, which we have to calculate. Here this middle parallel lines is indicating us these two are the separate lines. So how we will calculate it? If we know this is a 40 degree, then the half portion, this portion of the angle is also 40 degree, because they are alternate angles. So if this is a 40, then this one is 40 degree. In the same way here at down, if this one is 30, then this one is also 30. Again same reason, they are the alternate angles. So the addition of these two angles, that is 40 plus 30, the answer will be 70. 40 degree plus 30 degree. Answer will be 70 degree, which is the measurement angle x. So this is our answer, which we have to write in a descriptive manner in your classwork notebook. Like that way, our practice set number 2.2 is over. So your today's homework is to complete the practice set 2.2 in your classwork notebook. Stay at home only. Thank you.